So I don't think it's any secret that I am a basketball fan. So I do watch a lot of YouTube videos, a lot of basketball videos, and I've been watching a lot of these like winners and losers of the offseason videos. And one thing that's really caught my attention is when people talk about the Mavs, and they said that they're losers because they didn't get a reliable second star, and they failed to trade Kristaps Porzingis. And it's honestly come to the point where Kristaps has become, like, I gotta say, like a top five most disrespected player in the NBA at this point. It is ridiculous to see somebody fall from grace this fast. We all remember when Kristaps was booed out the building when he got drafted. Then people loved him, unicorn, everything, all that. First year with Luka, it was pretty good. It was like a grace period. And one thing that's like, it's really confusing to me because people said that the Mavs would have beat the Clippers, in the playoffs last year if Kristaps was here. And now people this year are like, oh yeah, Kristaps is making the Mavs so much worse. One thing that I feel like is the biggest problem with the Mavs, and this is gonna sound weird, is Luka. I did a little bit of research. I'm not that much of a numbers guy, but Luka already in his 3 seasons that he's played has 2 seasons in the top 15 of a usage rate. That is terrible. The fact that Luka has the ball in his hands so much just shows that the Mavericks are not going to be successful. Teams with extremely ball dominant players like the Russell Westbrooks of the world, they're just not going to get that far in the playoffs because people tend, I'm not going to say figure it out because he's been killing the Clippers in the playoffs, but it's just like, okay, it's either Luka or we die. Luka is slowly and surely turning Kristaps Porzingis. Well, Luka and the coach, Rick Carlisle, was turning Kristaps Porzingis into a spot-up shooter. So, of course, Kristaps, is not going to play as good because when he was at his best when, I'm not going to say the ball was in his hands, but he was more of a focal point of the offense. So I can understand why Kristaps would be a little bit upset. And I don't understand why people are now turning on Kristaps and acting like he's some bum when in reality, he's just not getting the same amount of opportunities and not getting even a respectable opportunity in the offense. And if Luka plans on winning a championship anytime soon, he needs to, adapt his game and just realize that, I just can't have the ball in my hands all the time. Obviously Luka's done some amazing things. Like, I'm not saying Luka is a bad player. That's not what I'm saying at all. But he just needs to realize that he needs to get more of the guys involved and utilize the people that he has around him. I've seen Tim Hardaway ball out, obviously, and Tim Hardaway's had a good playoff run last year. But you're just gonna need more. Tim Hardaway can't be your second best player. Kristaps Porzingis can be the second best player on this team. But when you're not allowing him to be, you could kind of see where there would be problems arising. And you can't just put the blame on Kristaps when he's really just given so little. And then, if he's not delivering because, maybe he's not getting into a rhythm, he's just not used to having this low of a touches, you can't blame Kristaps. And that's why I suggested a Marcus Smart for Kristaps trade because, Marcus Smart does not need the ball in his hands. He's an off guard. He's really good at defense, so he can help out Luka there. I think that would be a good, backcourt. I think it's a more of a balance as Luka brings all the offense and Marcus Smart brings all the defense. But honestly, that trade wouldn't even matter because if Luka is still going to be, like, how already does Luka have 2 of the top 15 highest usage rate seasons of all time? It's just ridiculous. Luka has the ball way too much and he needs to change. I know Rick Carlisle, was also like feeding into it. And I know Rick Carlisle is gone. We're gonna see what Jason Kidd does, but this team is only gonna go as far as Luka Doncic is going to allow them to go. And what I mean by that is not he has to be better. He just has to realize, like, we're just not going to win by me holding the ball like all the time. You're not Michael Jordan at the end of the day. Michael Jordan and LeBron are pretty much the only people, and sometimes Kobe, that can have high usage rating and still come in the playoffs and dominate because they're just so good. But I don't think Luka is there yet, and I don't think he has the defensive pieces around him yet to just carry a team to the playoffs like that. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Luka needs to adapt. Kristaps is still a star. Hopefully Jason Kidd, gets into Luka's head a little bit and just says, like, you got to share a little bit more. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you for watching. Tell me what you guys think. Bye.